Alright guys, if it pleases the tribe, I'd like to call to order, as far as I can tell, the third official Pixar It Didn't Happen meeting of the Phoenix Corps, the fuck are we tribe. Let me start off by saying I love you guys. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate your continued support and cooperation and our shared vision. On that note, I would like to point out some positives that I've seen lately. Most notably, I'd say yesterday, Miss Rose getting over there and working on cleaning up that trash pile over there. I saw that you were doing that without being asked or suggested to do so. And instead of, saying anything to anybody else, but hey, look, it's Rose over there working by herself while everyone else is kind of just, chillaxing. I went over there and started helping. And thankfully, what I wanted to happen happened. At one point, before I decided to depart to go work on Bravo, I noticed all 7 of us were over there cleaning up. So it just kind of happened naturally. That was somebody being a good pilot, leading by example, seeing that something needed to be done and going to do it, and not even asking for help or suggesting to anybody else that they should help. Just went and fucking did it, and it happened naturally. I saw what was happening, so I went and helped, and then everyone else followed suit. So that was fabulous. We need more of that. And I think we tried the week of establishing more set in stone roles with Mr. Riley here being our ATL, assistant team leader, to Mr. Alex over here, and us being the chefs and the whatnots and the accountabilities. And I think that was a great idea and a great start, but it obviously wasn't executed very well because, for the sake of holding people accountable, which the head chef should never have to do, because he's pretty low on the totem pole as far as responsibility and accountability goes. I feel like, Alex being team leader saying, that we need to have a meeting every night, that didn't happen. Assistant team leader holding the team leader accountable for making sure that something like having a meeting every night doesn't happen. So I'm not going to point fingers and say, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm going to sum it up by saying barely acceptable. I know we can do much fucking better tomorrow. And great job, of course. That's a given. So I know just being here and doing this, committing to something like this is a pretty big chunk of it in itself. Should be honored by my lateness that I would even show up to this greatness. Or vice versa, however fun you put it. So I'm going to go ahead and say, for the sake of moving things along, because I feel like we could have done much better. We could have done a lot of stuff much more efficiently, much more effectively, with a lot more compassion and understanding and communication and cooperation between all of us together. So in that spirit, I'm going to say that I'm pulling rank and I'm assigning myself as team leader. And I'm assigning John, who I feel has been one of the better examples of what a pilot should be. He's generally,
I disagree with the concept of pulling rank. I think that is a flawed concept for a community.
well, I think...
For the record, I stopped leading fucking after 2 days in because I realized you guys didn't like listening to the shit I had to say, so I just was out.
Okay.
So
Fair enough. That's a good reason, is if you think so. I really don't. Just like I could give you my reasons about why I didn't cook everybody a 3-course meal every night. I have my reasons for that, because I was consciously deciding not to do that, right? Just like you. But who's right and who's wrong? Doesn't matter. Because that's fucking plenty of gray there, right? It's the duality of it. I'm not trying to point fingers and accuse people of not doing what they should have been doing. Like Riley doesn't like that word. It implies obligation. I agree. But if we're not here to work, together and cohesively as a team to do epic shit, then what the fuck are we doing here? And, I'm not afraid to call out some serious major hypocritical shit that I see sometimes. And I know I'm guilty of it too, so feel free to fucking snap one back at me. But for example, the whole fucking magic thing. saying that, you know, we as a community or any individuals are abusing or, you know, not moderating the magic thing to where you guys want to grab all the cards, but then what happened all day today?
What happened all night?
I heard nothing but talk about Magic the Gathering, and you guys over there building the fucking dragon
My
deck.
fucking cards.
Right. But don't
What happened
Don't-
all night?
accuse or
What
point
happened the night
fingers.
before that?
We all sat around
Yeah.
playing
The night
Magic.
before that?
Again,
We all sat around playing
behavior
Magic.
off
Before
somebody
that.
else's behavior is a bad idea.
Okay.
I would say, though, that you are wrong in saying that that's all that happened today. All three of us went out and did a lot of playing today.
Or voted with your food.
I bet, yes. We did swap
You're right. I
it.
shouldn't speak in absolutes. That's not all that happened today. However, it was a glaringly obvious dysfunction to me.
Another
To have the team leader.
Being up at 2 in the afternoon. Because he stayed up all day playing Magic, or all night playing
Right.
Magic.
But again, I'm saying is that there's room for improvement and things need to change.
I
Right?
agree. I do want to.
That's what I'm getting at here.
I do want to make a point though, because it was really kind of John, when you woke up this morning, you made a comment that kind of shat on everybody's mood about being productive, and I'm sure you didn't mean it in a bad way, but you know, it really made some of us feel like we didn't want to do anything, because you know, it felt almost like, as Riley says, sometimes it felt like we were being obligated to. Now, it's not a cool thing for everybody who's up to just wait around for everybody else to wake up to start doing stuff. And so, you know, I realized when you said that, you know, we could have been doing more rather than just, you know, relaxing and just waiting. But raining kind of didn't happen. And I acknowledge that. I feel like, you know, taking the initiative in the morning more would be nice. But I also feel like, you know, when you woke up, you kind of snapped that out. That's why I asked if you're okay. You seem irritated.
So, fuck yesterday. Today included. It's practically yesterday. And say, how are we going to do better tomorrow? I suggest a more buddy system. John and I came together on this and said that we feel like maybe things would work better if we kind of paired off, you know, 2 teams of 2 and a team of 3. And, you know, we're a little more conscious about, you know, meeting at the end of the day to discuss what was done and what needs to be done the next day, and not necessarily, you know, assigning roles or anybody saying I'm definitely going to do this tomorrow, but let's, you know, put some shit on the docket. Say this is probably a good idea if we get this kind of stuff done tomorrow. And then the next morning, make more of an effort to all get up and have, you know, a nice breakfast together, which whoever the head chef and buddy chef is for that, you know, for that day, for that week, for that moment, whatever feels inspired to crank up the coals and get something cooking the next morning.
I don't think that's a good system, because cooking is something that needs to be done every day.
Right.
Consistently. And if we just leave it to whoever feels inspired to do so, then everybody's going to not feel inspired at certain times, and then we're just not going to have any cooking done, and then people who are hungry, you know, are going to be hungry. Unfortunately, in Alex's case, his hand is, you know, his left hand